Hey everyone, this is Mark Rajam from TurboQuale Development Network, and today I'm going to be starting off my Visual Basic tutorials. For anyone who doesn't really know much about Visual Basic, I'm going to give you a little short introduction. So, Microsoft Visual Basic is a programming language which was created and designed by Microsoft. It is a programming language because it compiles. That might not be very correct, but as far as I'm concerned, if it compiles, it is a real valid programming language, as it compiles your syntax into an application, and if I'm correct, it converts that into binary, which is the only thing computers can understand. And before we get started, every programming language or thing on a computer is binary. Basically, it's programmed in binary because binary is the only thing a computer can understand, meaning 0 is off and 1 is on, and depending on where you put them, they represent different values. Yes, Windows is in binary. Well, it wasn't programmed in it. It was programmed in assembly, C and C++, but it is converted to binary. Well, yeah. So, let's get started. So, we're gonna want to install the Microsoft Visual Basic IDE. And an IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, or something upon those lines. So yeah, we can download it for free off the Microsoft website, but we don't want any old version of Visual Basic. Down here I have Microsoft Visual Basic 2008, and here I have 2010. We're going to be wanting to install the Microsoft Visual Basic 2010 Express, and the reason for this is that the Express editions, the Express editions don't come with a license, therefore you can distribute and sell applications you make in them, using them, without requiring a license or paying any fees. So we're going to want to go to our default internet browser, and in my case it is Google Chrome, and the reason for this is that it is the fastest in my opinion. And we're going to want to search in Google. This is Google. This is called an Omnibox, and it searches Google, but just if you're not on Google Chrome or you don't have a Google toolbar, I'm going to go to google.co.uk. And what we're going to want to search is Microsoft Visual Basic 2010 Express. And we should get this here: Microsoft.com/Visual Studio/eng//Visual Studio 2010 Express. Wait, no, that's not what we want. Hold on a second. Take away the Microsoft. This is what we want. Okay, so you want to Google Visual Basic 2010 Express, and you should get this first one up here: www.microsoft.com/express, and you want to select it. Oh, I got the wrong one again. This isn't very good. Can you, I'm gonna pause the video whilst I find it. Usually it's the first one that appears, but in this case it isn't. So I'm gonna pause the video and I'll come back when I find it. Okay then, after about a few minutes searching Google, I figured out that the first website I went on was the correct website. They had just changed the design. the only reason I thought it wasn't the right one is that it said Visual Studio 2012 and it didn't used to. So you're gonna want to hit download, and then if I scroll down, I'm going to see Visual Studio 2012. I keep scrolling down. I'm gonna find the 2010 Visual Basic 2010 Express, and I'm gonna select it, and I'm gonna want to select the install button. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna download the Visual Basic installer. Now I already have Visual Basic installed, so I'm not going to, but in my next tutorial I will be showing you how to make your first Windows Form application. I'll be going through Hello World, displaying message boxes with icons and buttons, and resizing your form. So yeah, see you next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, see ya.